This is Oberkirchheim by the Lort, 133.57 megabytes to download. This does require 4 mods for you to download it, and they are the Bavarian Farm Pack by Bernie SCS, Farmhouse Loderer by Farmer 5 Tom, Grass Drying by the Lort, and Natural Waterplants by L Moonlight. They will automatically download them for you if you haven't got them downloaded. When you load into the map, if you haven't got them selected, it will warn you and ask you if you want to select the required mods. But anyway, description says, welcome to Oberkirchheim. I hope I'm saying that right. This place is somewhere in a valley in Bavaria. From the ground up, this map is flat but has uneven fields. What awaits you on the map? 2 yards with machines, 82 purchasable areas, 45 fields, dealer, cattle dealer, BGA, sawmill, 4 animal stables, 8 selling stations, 8 productions, 4 greenhouses, collectibles, precision farm and DLC support, and lots of new paintable decorations. If we scroll down a bit further, it's got the mods there for you to download to play this map. And any bugs or errors you can report to there on that website, Giants Forum, and it says check out this map and have fun. So let's go and check it out. And here we are. This is where you start off in all 3 modes, and this is the map, guys. So it's quite a small map, but weirdly enough, because there's I think a lot going on, a lot of places to visit, sell points, productions, they're all kind of spread out. It doesn't feel as small as it looks on this map here, the PDA. So if I go right out and push out to the edge, this is the kind of sort of 2x size that we get on console. So we are just here in this middle bit, which is pretty cool. I really like this map as well, to be honest with you. It's a very nice small map indeed. I'm in new farm mode. We are down here, sorry, just here, which is your main farm. And in new farmer mode, we get field 1 and just the main farmyard area. That is it. Don't start off with any more than that. These are both available to buy in separate plots if you want to, in the other 2 modes. So field 1 is valued at 11,251 and the main farm area is 35,859. Now the field prices, as you can imagine, are pretty good because they're not huge, although they are perfect I think for this map. They do vary, as you can see. I think 10 was the most expensive. It's 139,986, and 24 is the smallest and cheapest, just over 9 grand. So there you go. Just an example of some of the others. That's 93,000. Over here 38, 17,000. So pretty reasonable. You can pretty much buy the whole of the map by the look of it. There is an outside periphery of the map which takes in all that. That is going to cost you 1.3 million though, just over. We do have forestry areas, again split up into chunks, 143,000, 166. So you can buy all of those if you want. And there's quite a few little squares that you can buy. So 7,200 up here, 3,000, 3,000. Couple of placeable areas. This one's 8,100. This one's just over 26,000. And up here we do have, that one's a grass field, but we do have olives and grapes. You can buy them, obviously they are pre-installed on the map. 63,000 for the olives, 33,000 for the grapes. There is a few things that we will need to buy for them to show up on the map, which I'll be doing in a second. So you can see what they are and where they are, how much they're going to cost. But there's only, what is there, a few things, 5, 6, 7 maybe. But they're not that expensive, to be honest with you. The BGA is obviously one of them. But you can buy all the areas where the productions are. This is the kind of like second farm. You can buy that if you want, but you don't really need to, which we'll go through in a second. So yeah, that is the map, guys. If we carry on up through here, There is 100 collectibles. As you can see, we don't start off with any productions. There is contracts available on the other fields. And as for animals, we do start off with some animals in some of these pens. So the Farmhouse Loderer is at the actual second farm. That has got 15 cows in it. So we've got 10 Holsteins and 5 brown Swiss. You can use everything down at that farm. You don't need to own that plot of land. So we do already have animals there. They do have some feedlot, but not a lot. We've got a chicken coop. That is at the main farm. They are maxed out with feed, which is nice. There's 300 in there. And then we have our cow shed medium, which is also at the main farm, which you'll see in a second. They've also got feed, and it's 15 cows again, 10 Holsteins and the brown Swiss. So that's pretty cool that you start off with some animals. You don't have to worry too much about it. In terms of mods, we'll go through all that and slot counts in a second. Get all this out of the way and then we'll whiz round the map, but it's a pretty smart map. I do like it. Right, mods, sheds. There is quite a few. Most of them are to do with that Bavarian farm pack, so if you're familiar with that pack, you'll know these buildings. So it's all these, and then right at the end we have this small garage, which is part of the map. I don't know if you can just see underneath the price there, it says Oberkirchheim mod. You'll see that later as we whiz round. Silos, again, most of them, or all of them in fact, are to do with the Bavarian pack. We've got bunker silos, a multi-fruit, manure heaps, a hayloft. There's quite a lot going on there. Silos extensions, we've got a manure heap extension. In containers, we've got a couple of things. We've got a seed storage, a diesel tank and a water tank. Again, you'll see all these as we go around. Nothing in tools. In farmhouses, we've got a few there, 3. We've got the Bavarian farm pack farmhouse, the Farmhouse Loderer, that will hold your 20 cows, which is down at the thing. And I don't know what it says bank, but we've got a bench there, and that will act as a sleep trigger, which again, you'll see all this as we go round. What else did we have in productions and factories? We've got that, which is the grass drying mod. So you put grass in there and you can get silage or hay out. It's pretty much modelled on the hay loft, but it's pretty smart. We'll see that again as we go round. Finding things. Greenhouses. We do have this modded in large greenhouse. I'm not sure why. Well, when we get down to it, I think there's only one reason why it's modded in for the map, and I will point that out in a second when we get to them. But same price, same production rate apart from that. Where else are we? In generators, we do have the large wind turbine. Again, I can't really see anything different. There's nothing different in price to the base game one and the price per month. There is 5 of them on this map, and they are over here. So there's 4 there, and there's 1 down the bottom there. They are part of these fields. It's kind of split up into sort of little areas. If I quickly show you, I know I'm getting sidetracked. So it's these 3 fields here. So we've got 1 there, 1 there, and then 3 down this strip. If I click on that, as you can see, 17 kind of sort of sticks out, juts out there. So I think that's taken in 1 of those. These other 2, top and bottom, are going to be part of 18. And then these 2, I think, are going to be part of 19 if you buy it. So that will obviously generate you a bit of income if you've bought those fields, which is nice. And then animals. We've got a few modded in cow pastures and barns. Horses, again, there's a pasture. Nothing in pigs. There's a sheep pasture there, part of the map. We've got 2 chicken coops, 1 part of the Bavarian pack and the map. Couple of modded in things for bees. We've got the beehive again, not 100% sure why. Probably just to fit this map. And then the pallet spawn location like so. I think that is it for that. If we go to if I can get up there, landscaping. There's a lot of painting textures. I was going to paint them down on the ground, but I thought it would take too long. But there's quite a few. We've got animal mud, asphalt, concrete, a couple of concretes again, dirt, grass, forest ground, grass again, grass, gravel, lots of gravel, concrete, grass again, another grass, concrete again, gravel, rock, rock, dirt, dirt. Quite a few there. And then nice touch this is, if we go into plants, we do have the, so these are all the standard ones. You can normally tell if they're a mod because you've got something written underneath the price. We've got the natural water plants mod. So you've got all these different plants here. Look, we've got reeds and grass. Look, it's all part of the map, these ones. We've got big branches to put down, foliage, flight cap, I think they might be mushrooms, maple leaves, thimbleberry, ferns, stinging nettles. We've got cultivated state, ploughed state, stones, plants again. There's a lot in here added in extra, which is pretty smart. I think that's all that bit, guys, so thanks for sticking with me for that, but there was quite a lot to show you, and I like to show you everything. Slot counts then. So in new farmer mode, it is, the slot count isn't showing there again, that is annoying, but in new farmer mode it's 1,409 slots, and we start off with this equipment. So we've got a Fendt Favret 511 small tractor, 2 medium tractors, the Voucher Q225 and a Fendt 714 Vario. We've got a nice New Holland harvester, which is quite big for this map if I'm honest. Rudolph trailer, header for your harvester, Agramash plough, Lemkin cultivator, we've got a Pottinger seeder, we've got a Kverneland mower, a tedder, a windrower, a loading wagon, forage wagon, and a trailer for your header. So that is your equipment in new farmer mode. Now, I normally do selling off the vehicles and give you the slot count, and then I'll sell off all the buildings of the farm and then give you another slot count. But there's so much possibilities to get the slot count down with extra things on this map. So I haven't done the building side of it, but if you sell off all that equipment I've just showed you, you can get the slot count down to 1,230. Now, if you come on here and farm manager and start from scratch, you do obviously start off in exactly the same spot we're stood in now. Everything is here. You've got chickens still in here. You've got cows in your barn as well. You can still use them. You just don't get any land or you don't get any equipment. And the slot count in Farm Manager and Start from Scratch is 1,227. But like I say, everything's here. All the buildings. And we do have chickens in. We've got cows in. We've got a dog. It's all still here, which is quite cool that you've got all that in there. Right. That is enough. Let's get on with this tour. So, behind us, like I say, we do have a dog here. Don't know where it is, somewhere. We've got a sleep trigger up on the step here by the front door. And then this here is a wardrobe trigger. This is all part of the Bavarian pack. So again, some of you guys will be familiar with this. This goes into your cow barn. So just here, we've got our milk output. And then we've got a dialogue box just there. Hold 45, but like I said earlier, we've got 15 in there. I'll go back out first. We've got stairs that lead up into this little hay loft, which I'll show you in a second, because that is where we're heading. So you can drive up here, this ramp. Got a nice big open hay loft. This little bit's open here, like so. And there's a tiny little bit here. That's where we were just stood with the milk and the dialogue box. Stairs that lead down as well, which is very nice. So if we just jump down like that, so we're back here. These doors open, you can see sheds there, we'll come back to those. Cows are in here as well. Another door there. What I like about this is things are labelled up, so you got your food trigger just here. If we come out here, you got your straw trigger just here as well, which is nice. We've got a slurry collection point just there, and if I run round again this side, cows outside as well. This is our manure heap. and that's where you're going to collect your manure from. So that is the cow area. Also got a jet wash there, very nice. I missed that actually earlier when I looked around. If we go out the back now, we've got some of the sheds which are part of the Bavarian pack as well. So all these doors open, we've got equipment inside, we can turn the lights on wherever you stood. More shed space, as you can see. This is the fuel tank, which is modded in. That will hold up to 23,000 litres. It's got 2,000 already in it. We've got 2 bunker silos there, which is nice. And this is our silo, the multi-fruit. This is very cheap to buy, guys. A nice silo this. So tip in there and pipe out there. I think it's 11 grand to buy that. So very nice. 2 million litre capacity as well. We've got a seed storage tank. So it is empty, but you can fill it up. Take up to 27,300 litres. And then you can collect out as well, which is nice. And then we've got a water tank there, like so. I haven't tested that actually. I've never used that. I do have the Bavarian pack downloaded and I use it quite a lot for other things, especially that silo. But I've never used that, so I'm not sure whether that charges you or not. So some of you guys might already know that answer. Trailer there for your header. Another one of those sheds. More equipment inside. We've got this little shovel rack, which is quite cool. Which where you can put your sort of front loader attachments. There's our harvester. And then over here, I do like that tree in the middle there as well. We've got our chicken coop. So again, labelled up. We've got a feed trigger there, just there. Your pallet spawnlet for your eggs. And then your dialogue box is there. So that will hold 360 chickens, but we've got 300 in there. You can go in there if you want, but not really necessary. And that is it. That's our farm area, guys. So pretty nice. Very small, but very, very nice. What we're going to do is we'll jump in this vent because it is there. And we will head on round the map. Shouldn't take us too long now. We've got all that bit out the way, because that sometimes can be what takes up most of the time, going through the mods added in. And like I say, I do like to tell you that, and I know some of you guys appreciate that, and you like to see the sort of painting textures, things like that. But that's sort of the gist of some of the fields. They're not bad, are they, at all, I think. And I love the mountains. Look at this scenery we're in. How cool is that? Very, very nice looking map. Anyway, on the left we've got our animal dealer, which is just here. If I jump out, there you go, it's showing chicken coop, cow shed and the Farmhouse Loderer. I know what I haven't done. Let's buy those areas up, guys. We should have enough money as it is. Right, so first one we need to buy is over here. That is the BGA, 34,884. That is now showing, the BGA. So that is bought. We will use that now. We can use that. That will show in our production chains. Standard sort of BGA, nothing special about it. These 4 plots up here, these are animal pastures. So if I buy that one first, that is a horse pasture. Sorry, that's 5,508. This is 6,804. That is another chicken coop. It's 5,000 just over. That is a sheep pasture. Let's click off that. This one here, 4,860, and that is another cow pasture. So there's those up there, which is very nice. Down here, this plot here, 7,200. I'll buy that. That has got about 5 beehives on it and a pallet spawn thing in the middle. So that is what you can buy. And then this one we're going to buy in a second, but that is the 4 greenhouses, 17,064. I'll buy that later. But that, I think, is all the areas that you need to buy for them to show up. Everything else is there on the map. And that means we can see them as we go round now, so that's pretty cool. Right, straight out of here, across the road, and around the back, we've got our supermarket sale point, which is just there. Very cool. This track to the right you can take. If I show you, we're now up here. You can go all the way up there. There's a couple of sheds there which you can buy. So once you've bought that, you should be able to sell those sheds off. But we will see them in a minute when we go up this main road. Just let them go out the way. Moving along, going across a lovely river. Just on the right here, we've got a fuel station where we can fill up, which is nice. And you can drive round the back. I'll just run round because it's a little bit tight round the back. We've got 2 electric charging points just there, which is nice. And then coming out of there, got all sorts of little shops going on as well. On the left there you can see the spanner, the wrench, that is our bakery. The sale point is round the back. Whoa, excuse me. Quite tight to get round there though. It's round there though. And if we head on through there, we'll just cut across that chap, he won't mind. Straight in front of us, that is the restaurant sale point. But again, very nice scenery. Got some boats down here on the lake, people walking around, traffic. It's got a good feel to it, this map, I must admit. I shouldn't really drive through here because this is the church, but we're going to drive through here anyway because we're very naughty. There's one of the placeable areas, the cheaper one. I think that one was just over 8,000, wasn't it? But we are going to head down here and stop at these gates. Now this is the shop area. We can open this gate ourselves, but if you skip forward to 9 o'clock, that will open automatically at 9, like so. But obviously you can open it if you want to, it's not a problem. Not sure what time it shuts though, but it will shut, I should imagine, at night. That's our shop menu. You can't go in there, you can't go in any of these buildings. This is the workshop trigger just over here for your customization, repair, etc. This is also your reset point, roughly about here. So it could be a little bit tight if you're getting bigger machinery. Right, from there we need to head out. What I like as well is there's a lot of tracks and small roads that go in between the fields, because if we look at the map, it's very hard to tell. Just about make these ones out going down, up and down the map, but things like this across, you're kind of like, oh, can I drive through there, can I get down there? Mostly the answer is yes, because there is quite a few tracks or small roads like this that go off. As you can see, that one goes off. Let me get a better angle. That one goes off down to the BGA, you can just about see it, which is very cool. Right, we need to reverse and go this way. Just here and round the back is the pizzeria sale point. And then across here we've got our tailor shop. And then carrying on down, I like these barriers that lift up. We've got 2 productions, we've got the oil mill just right in front of us, and then we've got the grape processing unit, which is just there. Down to the left, that's a dead end. There's a few houses down there, so it's been nicely done again. If we head on back up roughly the way we just come in. Oh, I slid out on that sign there on the floor. Ah dear. Anyway, carrying on. Back onto this main road. Yeah, there's the placeable area. Across the bridge. So there's all the sort of water plants, I guess they're part of the decoration. There's those sheds I was talking about, so you can sell them. Traffic disappears and reappears through the tunnel there. We've got a bigger placeable area just here. and then across it we've got that modded in garage like so. Now you cannot use these doors, but if you buy this plot, we are up here now, if you buy that plot for 4,842, you can now open this and use this shed, which is pretty cool. So I like the fact that you have to buy things to get them to work on maps. That's nice. So anyway, come out the main farm, we came up, we did the animal dealer, into the supermarket, through there, fuel station, bakery, restaurant, did these productions, did the shop, back round, did these bits, come back up. We're now up here, so we're carrying on round like so. So decent sized field, that's got grass in it on our right. And then we've got the olives next door to that, which again is a nice size olive grove. Pretty smart. Like the fact that they are already installed, that's a pretty nice touch. Farmers market sell point on the right hand side, and then we've got our grapes on the right hand side. Very nice indeed. And then right in front of us there we do have, I think that is carpentry. Yes, that is the carpentry production. We do have little signs like this. I'm guessing that's the name of the river, possibly. But that looks pretty cool, because obviously that's the edge of the map, but it looks like it sort of disappears, opens up and goes out into sort of a wider area for the water. Pretty cool. Forestry on our right, look. Fields on our left. Pretty good. Right, that takes you through the forest and you eventually come down into the sawmill. I will show you that in a second. I'll stop there, turn the engine off. So yeah, we're just here. So if you took that track through the forest, sawmill's just there, and you can go all the way through like that, come out there. But there is a entrance just here as well, which is what we will be taking in a second. But we are up here at these animal pens. So first of all, we got the cow pasture. Again, if you can see the field info, they do have feed in there. They will give you milk as well. So milk point there, feed trough there, water just there, no straw required. There's your dialogue box. Holds 15, it has got 15 in there, which is nice. So you're all ready to go there with your feed. Horses behind us. Now I found a little bit of an issue here, a little glitch I think, but we'll go through things first. Feed trough there, water again there, and then we do have gates. Yeah, where are they? No, there. So you can take them in and out to ride. Click on that. It's showing we've got 4 in there, which you can visibly see there is 4 in there, but it's only showing 2. So Lucas and Tony, they are 2 of the same types. If we go down to our animals, go down to the bottom to the horses, it is only showing 2 there. So I don't know whether 2 are called Lucas and 2 are called Tony, but you would still have 4 showing there. So I think there's an issue there, because if we do this and sell off a Lucas, one of them disappears, one of them still is there. So it's a little bit weird. Now if we sell that off, Lucas is gone and now disappeared off of the menu. So I think they've been probably accidentally duplicated. So that will probably need sorting out, because obviously if you're only being able to access 2 horses, but it's showing 4 in there, that's going to be a bit of a problem, isn't it? But anyway, sheep pasture. Dialogue box, it will hold 15. We have 10 in there, as you can see. Water, feed, wall spawn point just there, and then behind us we have a nice modded in chicken coop. Feed trough there, dialogue box there, egg spawn point there. This will hold 500 chickens, but again we have 300 in there, so that's 600 chickens now we've got on this map, with a potential of 860. So that's pretty smart. So that is that area. Quite a lot going on. There's one of the collectibles. They are 1,000 each. Toys from Elm Creek. And then next door is our BGA, which is quite a nice little BGA as well, to be honest. We'll just do a little drive round for that. Some more toys there. 2 bunker silos down this side. You got all your ins and outs points. Your wrench over there. So like I say, we already own it now because we bought the land. And 2 more bunker silos there. Happy days. Let's head on out. Down towards that big building there. We do have some road works going on this side of the road, which is pretty cool. Something different, a little bit of decoration. So if I stop here, I will run down there. It'll save us doing it. So these cars are having to slow down and then go round, but you can fit 2 down there by what you've just seen then. We've got a debris crusher just here for selling your stones. Now you can get in and out of here to access that. But if we head on up, back into our tractor. We've got an area here. So let's enter here. And just on our left here we have got a buying station. I just realised that I didn't actually test what you could buy from there, so I've just done it. Hence why a couple of minutes have passed. You can buy pretty much anything from there. It goes all through the crop types: wheat, barley, solid fertiliser, milk, liquid fertiliser, herbicide. So it looks like you can buy pretty much everything from there. That's pretty cool. And then down in here we do have straight lager or larger. I'm not sure whether you say lager or lager. Lager. It's basically a main sell point. You've got 2 sell points there, showing one for your crop types, your grains, and one for your pallets of produce, things like that. So that's a nice building area. Just across the road. Whoa there, fella. Right, get out my way. This is our sawmill. So pretty straightforward. Your pallets, your planks rather, will appear there. You can sell your wood just here, and then we've got a wood chip out point up there, like so. That's the track that I was saying up by the animal pastures you can take. And then I think we will take this track because it's not too overpowering with the trees. If I zoom in a little bit, so we'll go through, as you can see, quite a few trees either side of us. We've got a couple of random tall pine ones there. Looks like it's mostly spruce though, so you could probably earn pretty decent amount of money there, being quite close to the sawmill. And then if we get out onto the sort of main road, we should be pretty much opposite the kind of second farm, which is where that Farmhouse Loderer is, just in here. So we'll start over here. We've got another shed, like so. Can turn the lights on. Now we don't own this plot of land, but we can still use everything. Another farm silo just there. And then we've got this cow pasture, which is all part of this building built in. This will hold 20 cows, so not a huge amount. There's 15 already in there. There is gates there, but I can't see why you'd need to go in there. It's quite a small little pasture there. Just in here, they will appear in here as well. We've got our feed trigger, and I should imagine straw as well just there. We do have some, they're not animated, they're not moving, but we've got some little calves in there, which is pretty cool. Doors open. I don't think that one does, no. Which is nice decoration. You'll see that door again in a minute. We do have lights in here as well, like so. Just here is where you're going to collect your milk. You can tell that by the tank in there, which is nice. And we've got a slurry output just there as well. Now there's no manure extension or manure heap at this one, so if you want manure you will need to do that, but they do have feed again, but there is no straw in there. So again, if you want manure, you're going to need to put straw in and put one of those pits down, I would imagine. Up the ramp we've got another hay loft. I like the squeaky doors, if we be quiet. Pretty cool. So yeah, another hay loft in here, which is nice. We've got a bunker silo just there. In this door, that's the little door we opened just a minute ago. We've got a workshop, which is a nice touch. You can't open these doors. And then round this side we've got that bench. So this is another sleep trigger we've got, which we can use. And that is it. That's that area, which is very nice. Another little farm. Jump back into the tractor. And we'll head on down out of this way. And then we've got two productions right next to each other. I did forward time a bit more, but these gates didn't open. And they will open outwards, so just be careful. I mean, once they're open you can leave them open. Anyway, we've got sugar mill like that. The tipping point is round the back, so again a little bit tight getting around there. And then opposite we've got our spinnery just there. And then moving on, there's the wind turbines. As you can see, we've got balloons up in the air. Beautiful. Over another river. Just on the right we've got our dairy. And this is our little collection of bees, as you can see. So 5 of them there with the honey pallet spawn in the middle. We do have some honey already, which is cool. And then right opposite us is that greenhouse area. So as you can see, we've got 4 in there, and then we've also got the biomass heating plant sell point just there. You can sell wood, straw, things like that there. We'll stop there. Now my only thinking that these are modded into the map is because they've got these withered sort of crops, plants in here, because I actually got rid of one of these and placed a normal standard large one down, and if you place one of them down there's nothing showing in these little trough kind of things. So whether I mean, I know it's a bit of a silly thing, but whether it is because of that, as you can see we cannot access them, we cannot go in them, so you will need to buy that plot of land. 17 grand just over. And now you can see all the triggers open up, we can go in them. It's exactly the same, tomatoes, lettuce and strawberries. All the cycles are the same as far as I could tell, and the recipes for each one. So there we have it. 4 greenhouses. One last thing to go and visit. More fields down the bottom. You should be able to see our farm up there, look. And we are off to see the grass drying production, which is one of the mods that is required, and that is just in front of us over there. So pretty much same design as the sort of base game hayloft. Now I haven't got enough money to buy it, but I did have a look earlier. So you'll tip in just there, and then you will collect from the back at that pipe just there. You can buy it for, I think it was 100 grand. Yes, 100 grand, but it is pretty much like for like, or not pretty much, it is like for like. So you put 1,000 grass in, you get 1,000 silage out. I think it's 4. I'll tell you what, let me just show you, it's easier, isn't it? Let's just quickly jump in 100 grand. It's easier, isn't it? So there you go. So if you want hay, 1,000 grass in, 1,000 out, 48 cycles per month at 48 pounds, euros or dollars per month, and exactly the same for the grass and silage. So not too bad at all, but I just love the scenery. It's just very lovely. But that is it, guys. That is Oberkirchheim by the Lort. Hope you stayed with me for this long. I really appreciate it if you did. And if you did enjoy the video, please hit that like button. If you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing. That would be fantastic. And don't forget to switch on the notification bell so you don't miss any future videos of mine. I've been Farm Sim Snubby. Stay frosty.